In this breakdown, 6 popular lumbar pillows are ranked from good to best with honest real-world impressions on fit, foam feel, breathability, and how well they stay put on different chairs and seats. Expect quick hits on straps that actually work, covers that breathe, and foam that doesn't pancake after a week. Plus, a couple downsides on the early picks you'll want to know before buying. 6. QUTOOL Lumbar Support Pillow. Let's start with what QUTOOL gets right. The memory foam is dense enough to support that natural S-curve without feeling like a brick. And if you've ever felt your lower back floating away from the chair, this fills the gap in a way that instantly calms those tight spinal erectors. The contour has a wedge-like backrest profile that nudges you into neutral posture instead of shoving you forward, which matters if your chair already has a slight lumbar bump you don't want to fight against all day. The mesh cover breathes well and is fully removable and machine washable, so sweat buildup during long sessions is less of a thing, especially in warm offices or cars. Dual adjustable straps are the hero feature here because they keep the cushion from sliding when you shift or reach, and they fit most office chairs, car seats, SUVs, and gaming chairs without drama. There's also a stated warranty backing the foam and stitching, which is reassuring if you expect daily use and want something that won't deform into a pancake after a month. Now the butt, depending on your torso length, the 4.7-inch thickness can feel a touch assertive if your chair has an aggressive lumbar ridge already, so you may need to mount it slightly higher or lower to find the sweet spot. And on some narrow-backed chairs, it can feel like it's there a little too much during the first hour. 5. Niceeday Lumbar Support Pillow. First impression, Niceeday aims for ergonomic shaping with a slimmer waist area that tucks into the small of your back without pushing your ribs, which is a clever way to avoid that being shoved out of the chair problem thicker blocks can cause. The memory foam has that balanced give where you settle in for a few seconds, then feel the lift. Less springy than seat cushions, more of a slow cradle that makes long typing sessions feel easier on MQL and multifidus muscles. The double adjustable straps are practical, especially if you move between a task chair and a car seat, because they help the cushion sit centered and not wander during lane changes or quick desk pivots. Breathable cover options are common here, and while brand pages vary, the theme is airflow plus easy repositioning, which does translate to fewer sweaty back moments over a long day, compared to solid velour-style covers. If your posture tends to collapse after lunch, the shape helps cue a gentle anterior tilt of the pelvis so your lower back isn't doing all the work on its own, which is exactly what you want from a lumbar cushion. Less grind, more neutral stacking. Here's where it can miss. On some broader chairs, the slimmer waist can feel a bit narrow if you like coverage across the whole lumbar band, so you may notice hot spots in the center rather than evenly distributed contact, which makes you fidget more than you'd expect over 2 hours. 4. SAIREIDER Seat Cushion and Lumbar Support Pillow. This combo kit is about system-level comfort, seat plus lumbar, so you're not just propping the low back while your sit bones grind into a hard chair pan, and that synergy can be a game changer for anyone doing long calls or coding sessions. The advantage of pairing is pressure redistribution. The seat cushion lifts the pelvis a touch, then the lumbar pillow meets your lower spine at a better angle, which reduces that tucked tailbone slump that turns into afternoon aches. The lumbar unit itself has enough contour to prompt upright posture without making you feel locked in. And the cover approach in this category favors breathability over plush fuzz, which is the right call for all-day use. Installation is straightforward, and once strapped, the lumbar part doesn't wander, while the seat cushion's non-slip base keeps it from scooting when you pivot or stand, a small detail that saves constant micro-adjustments. If sciatic irritation flares under load, the combo distributes weight across a larger area and tones down nerve provocation by reducing shear and tilt, which can make an 8-hour sit feel more like a 5-hour sit in terms of fatigue. What matters most here is proportion, and the SAIREIDER set hits a usable middle ground so you don't feel like you're perching on a booster with a back block digging into you, which is a common fail for mismatched pairs. Number 3. Samsonite Ergonomic Lumbar Support Pillow. Samsonite leans into travel-grade durability and clean ergonomics, delivering a lumbar pillow that just feels sorted, with contours that match the lower back without a learning curve, which is rarer than you'd think. The memory foam density feels dialed, not marshmallow, not concrete, more like a confident support that disappears after a few minutes because your spine stops arguing with the chair. The strap system holds steady on office chairs and car seats, and the cover's breathable mesh keeps the back area from turning into a sauna, which is key if you're in a warm room or a sunlit driver's seat. Fit-wise, it plays nicely with stock chair lumbar bumps, complementing them rather than fighting them, so you end up with continuous contact across the lumbar arc instead of a single hard ridge. Over long use, the foam rebound stays consistent, avoiding the good week 1, meh week 3 sag that cheaper cores can show, which is why Samsonite still has a loyal following in travel and office accessories. Day-to-day, setup is a non-event. Strap, slide, sit, and you're in that, that's better zone, where back tension drops a few notches without thinking about it, which is exactly the goal. For drivers, the profile doesn't hog space or push you off the pedals, and the mesh keeps airflow moving in hot cabins, which cuts down on fidgeting during longer trips. 2. CushZone Lumbar Support Pillow. CushZone stands out for its adjustability and chair compatibility, using 2 adjustable straps and included extensions so you can mount it securely on broad gaming chairs, standard task chairs, wheelchairs, and car seats without slippage or awkward angles. That matters because consistent placement equals consistent relief. Set it to match your natural lordosis, and your lower back tension starts trending down within the first hour of real use, not just during a quick test sit. The foam aims for supportive resilience with a profile that supports the lumbar arc without lifting your mid-back too much, so you don't feel like your rib cage is being propped open, which helps you relax into neutral instead of guarding against pressure. Breathability is good enough for long stints, and the cover's easy removal means you can wash it on a normal cycle and keep the surface fresh. A big deal if you use it across gym commutes and desk marathons. Daily behavior is set it and forget it, which is exactly what you want if your focus is writing, coding, driving, or editing, where posture should help you, not nag you. In practical terms, the extended strap range is the secret sauce for tricky backs like bucket seats and thick racing-style chairs because it lets you cinch the pillow exactly where your lumbar hollows out instead of settling for close enough. If you're sensitive to pressure, the contour is on the friendlier side, offering surface area that spreads contact rather than a narrow ridge, which reduces hot spots over time. LumbarPal Lumbar Support Pillow. LumbarPal takes the top spot because it nails the trifecta: precise fit, real adjustability, and dependable stay-put behavior across different chair styles, all while feeling balanced and breathable for long sessions. The 2 adjustable straps with extensions give you granular control over height and tension, so you can align the thickest part of the cushion with your exact lumbar curve rather than guessing, which makes the support feel tailored rather than generic. On first sit, there's that quiet exhale moment. Pressure melts across the low back, your pelvis untucks a touch, and the spine stacks without effort, which is what persistent relief actually feels like in practice. The cover breathes well and holds up to frequent use, making it reliable for office chair marathons and weekend drives, and the foam's resilience keeps shape without turning stiff or mushy, striking that sweet balance that lasts. If you've bounced off other pillows because they slipped or felt too much, this one threads the needle. Present when you need it, invisible when you're focused, and still exactly where you left it when you stand up and sit back down. Day after day, it stays consistent. No creeping down the chair, no twisting under your shoulder blades, and no sudden edge digging in when you lean forward, which reduces the micro fidgets that add up to back fatigue by late afternoon. Final thought. That's all for today, folks.